said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Canes will put total leather to crank us up. And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Florida Gators offense will have the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Might as well give it to him again. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators have it with a first and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Fitted in the window for the score.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups? Or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Reads it, fires complete. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
First and goal for the offense. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. That's going for the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And he added the extra point. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Looking left. It's caught downfield. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Fouled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. And off from the shotgun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Got it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lofts one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. He wants to throw it. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working now.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Spalding. He's got him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw again. Under fire. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gator. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. All down, Liddell moves the sticks as he picks up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pulls it in. It's Richard. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Pulls it in. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed over the middle. It's Walters. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. To the air on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man in the middle. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He'll try to do it himself. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Splits the uprights. Good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play of the half. to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And the Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
Well,
and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it. It on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Got his man on the right.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Fires it incomplete. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Wants to throw again. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Oh, they're after him. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat. Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good...
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. The 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gator.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. It's another safety. Can you believe this? 2nd of the game.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Going to try to get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. From the gun, the running back has it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Trying to escape and get it himself. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Gets it out fast. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Florida! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more. Offense in this game. You just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing, and because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500, and let's see where this team can go.
And the returner is stopped. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Powers through the defender.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, on that 3rd down, the running back did a great job. He set up the screen, caught the ball, turned around, located his blocks downfield so he knew exactly where to go to pick up the first.
Caught in the backfield. It's Barnes. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. Breaks into the open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Canes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Traore. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Traore. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Traore. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Just let your guy make a play, right? And if I may, that one went off without a hitch.
Nice job. And I tell you what, you could tell they were honoring the deep ball a little bit, just enough where you could set that thing down, created enough space as the receiver. QB throws a strike, first down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback.
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Finds his man. It's Brown. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. The Gators will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations.